Good afternoon. It is March 11th, 2026, and today we had I would say like a trending range day. Most of this was within the range. Um, I think I had the 17,000. All right, so yeah, most of this was in the range, and I think the it looks like we're in a channel. So I was thinking prices would try and break lower, but it didn't happen today. You can see that, and that's why prices gap down on the open just now. I think they're trying to hit this measured move because of this range, but we failed to do that, so we'll just have to wait and see. But where does today start? Right there. So we're in this like falling wedge, like a bear channel right here, and you get a bull breakout as is expected. So, you're near the lows from yesterday, right? So, I think, reasonable place to go long. Why? Well, 75% of bear channels have a bull breakout. So, and vice versa, 75% of bull channels have a bear breakout. So I think, there's arguments for trying to go long above here, above here, above here, really above here, because we had all this congestion. Whereas here, you're still not sure, like, okay, is this going to be a bear move down? Here you get this lower high, but and it was like right at the midline of this range, but you're going right into the EMA, so I'm not crazy about that. And then we get this news item at 5:30, forms a double top, and then we come down and we test support, and we bounce there. Uh, and we get a nice leg up, and then we get a higher low. And at this point I was looking for shorts because I don't know, it looked like we were in a bear channel, but then we make a second leg up, we go sideways, and then you get this bear leg down. And I think, when you get this bear leg down, you get a strong bull move, so maybe you consider this higher low, maybe, because you're in the lower third of the range. And you can see people taking profits near the midline. That makes sense. And then you get some sideways stuff before it goes a little higher. And then we sell off, and we can't touch the top of this range. And we get a bear spike and channel. You get a second entry here, but I'm not crazy about that. You're just in no man's land in this range. And here we're just going sideways, so I'm not crazy about any of this. Sell off, you get the overshoot. I like getting long on limit orders down here. And then you get this double bottom after the overshoot of this channel. I like that. Oof. And this higher low, I like that. And that forms a bull spike and channel. And you can see people take profits near the midline, and that creates a bear spike and channel. And at this point, I think you probably have a lower level of resistance drawn. And so, that being said, this looks like a failed second entry long to me. I think you can take that. Turns out to be a good move. Come down, boom, and this. I think you can argue for this one. You have some sideways stuff, two dojis, a strong bear move right here, and a break and a move to a new low. I think it's reasonable to go long there. I think it's reasonable to go long here on the higher low. Uh, Turns out not to be a great move, but you would have gotten a scalp out of it. And then we break lower, and we get some weak bear legs. Here you have a gap above the EMA, and just some more sideways stuff. So when you start making higher lows, I wrote right here, good context for a reversal. We have this weak lower highs and lower lows, a lot of sideways stuff. So higher low, but then we get a new low, but that's a higher low from here, and then you get a higher low. So maybe you consider this one. And if you get lucky, you could go back up to resistance. So it doesn't do that, but you get a nice little spike in channel. And I think it's reasonable to take higher lows like these. and it turns out to be kind of a weak channel. You get a strong sell-off right to support, and we bounce. And then you get two legs up to this price level where we just sell off, and we start to form this triangle. And we're making higher lows, so you would argue that's a bull channel, I think. So you do get a bull breakout. I think, you could probably argue for this one. I don't really like it too much, this higher low, though. I didn't see this higher low right here. We got a gap above the EMA here. I think it's reasonable to expect a second leg up. And that's pretty much it. I don't think you want to do anything else. So, hope everyone had a great day. Where is it? And that's it. I'll be back tomorrow.